Hello everyone, it's me Patrick Greatwealth. E-Mary, when you hear Patrick Greatwealth, you hear about E-Mary, that's for sure. I want to talk to us today about Vaginne, that fantastic product. It's our flagship product from E-Mary. We own the patency to this product. It's awesome, okay? It's a flagship product for female vagina and reproductive health. Yeah. Someone told me recently that she met a doctor, a gynecologist, and he was like, come on, you can't tell me just one supplement is going to take care of a lot of things. And I was expecting him to have asked the question, why do you say it can take care of this and this and this, and not, no, how can it take care of several things? So this video is to educate everyone about our Vaginne, okay? It's to educate you. Now let's start with the female vagina, okay? The vagina is, number one, very close. It's just about 1 inch separating the 1 inch thereabout separating the vagina from the anus. We all know what the anus is used for, right? We don't need to talk about that. Secondly, that's where the woman will have a monthly flow from, the vagina. Thirdly, and that's where excretion takes place, urination. Okay, what about sexual intercourse? A lot of women call it a place of pleasure, right? The vagina. That's where it happens. But a lot of people don't recognize that God made that part of the body for the woman, not just for all those functions that I just mentioned. It's also kind of like the doorway, the protection, for the inner chamber, which is the uterus with the ovaries, So if a woman does not take care of the vagina, it can lead to problems inside, that's in the inner chamber, the reproductive system of a woman. Okay, obviously, there's a lot of microbial activity going on around the vagina, obviously. Okay, so let's now take it further to look at the vagina itself. A lot of men have heard, it's self-cleaning and it has no self-defense system. But when you ask the women, what makes it have the self-cleaning, self-defense mechanism going on in the vagina? 7 out of 10 women don't know. Now, even the ones that know, they tell you, when you ask them, what makes it that way? They're like, it's the flora. It's just the flora now. Okay, so what's the flora? They don't know. They just know it's the flora. You see, that's the thing. People need to just research a little bit about some things, so they can always, gear themselves up with the right information, or you arm yourself with the right kind of information. The vagina is self-cleaning, self-defense system, because of the things that make up the vagina, the components. You can call it the components. You can call it the features in the vagina. Okay, let's look at it. In our minds, let's say we are having a cross-sectional view of the vagina, and then we want to look at, what are the things that it comprises of. The first of it is the epithelial cells. There are 4 types of epithelial cells. We have the basal epithelial cells, we have the parabasal epithelial cells, we have the intermediate epithelial cells, And of course, we have the superficial squamous flat cells. Now, epithelial cells have, some functions, like for secretion, transcellular transportation, but its major function is for protecting the vagina. So that's a defense mechanism. Okay? All right. In the vagina, we have lactobacillus. Lactobacillus is also called beneficial bacteria. It's bacteria, but beneficial bacteria. So, the lactobacillus has two functions, majorly. Number one, lactobacillus produces organic acids. Organic acids help to keep the female vagina at a pH range of 3.5 pH to 4.4 pH. 3.5 pH to 4.4 pH. So, at that pH range, the vagina's innate immune system is functional at its peak. Okay. The second function of the lactobacillus is to produce bacteriocins, immune peptides. Now, because the second function for lactobacillus is actually to kill or take care of, treat infections caused by pathogens. Why? Because, for example, it produces immune peptides. All right? Now, they are also called host defense peptides, HDPs. HDPs, they are part of that innate immune system of the female reproductive system. So, they deal with bacterial, fungal, and viral infections. Amazing. Okay. Bacteriocins, which is another product from lactobacillus. They are proteinaceous toxins, okay? Now, what they do is look for similar strains of bacteria and then they knock them off. In the vagina also, we have the TLK, toll-like receptor, TLK receptor, or TLR, toll-like receptor. It functions as the CCTV camera in the vagina. So when pathogens come in or invade the vagina, the bacteriocins alerts the immune system, the innate immune system of the vagina, and whichever one of the beneficial bacteria that is meant to fight the infections or pathogens will come carry out its function. In the vagina also we have immune proteins, very powerful. Immune proteins will attach themselves to a bacteria. In the process, disrupt the structure of the bacteria and neutralize it. That's very powerful. So these form the defense system for the woman. But why the women keep having infections and it keeps reoccurring? Issues, dryness, odour. Okay. First of all, when the pH range is not okay, there's a problem. When it's either too acidic or too alkaline, there's a problem. Subsequent videos, I will break down the things that can happen to a woman when the pH range is more acidic, and also what happens when it's more alkaline. Okay? And what can cause alkalinity or acidity. So there'll be subsequent videos as regards to that. But listen, now when women have issues, they run to the doctor, the gynecologist, they prescribe usually antibiotics and some other things. Then some women want to prevent issues. They go buy, vaginal washes. Some people buy alkaline washes. Some use medications. Some of these medications contain chemical compounds that are not actually good for the woman eventually. Their adverse effect is not, it can be bad. Now, some of them contain heavy metals. Heavy metals are dangerous in the vagina. Think about it. Or in the body. Then, antibiotics. After a while, bacteria or viruses, they build a defense against the antibiotic, and then the antibiotic doesn't work anymore. Okay? That's what usually happens. Or, they're using washes. Oh my goodness. Some use some washes that are just not good, while others use alkaline washes and still have problems. So at the end of the day, the pH range is disrupted. At the end of the day, the lactobacillus does not produce organic acids enough, or does not produce the bacteria, the bactericins, immune peptides that should help the woman. And then infections that keep coming in, odour, itchiness, dryness. These things now, because when you introduce some of these medications, they actually kill the bad bacteria. They do. A lot of times they actually do. But the problem is they also kill the good bacteria. And when they do, there's a depletion. So when the pathogens keep coming back, they take over. Because the defense system is broken down. And then they penetrate into the uterus, to the ovaries. The woman says, oh, infections, next thing, miscarriages, infertility, blocked fallopian tubes. A lot of things go wrong. The men's diseases. Get your Vaginne. Let me tell you why. Vaginne is natural, all natural, refreshing gel. You need to ask, what the doctor should ask, why? Why will it work? Because what is inside the Vaginne, the ingredients are the same ingredients, they are the same things that are already in the woman. So, if there's a depletion in the woman, when you introduce Vaginne, it has organic acid, it has polysaccharides that feed the lactobacillus in the woman, it's got immune peptides or HTPs in it. Man, what you're doing is you're supplying the reproductive system what it has been depleted of, or what is lacking in or deficient in. That's what you're doing. It's just restore. That's what it does. Then the hyaluronic acid helps women that have dryness issues, so it moisturizes. Then the natural essential oils, the vitamin E, they help. The smell. Do you get? So the vitamin E also helps fight some vaginal atrophy. So come on, please ask why. It's just the things that are already in the woman that is inside here. So that's why it's not only women that have issues that use Vaginne. Even when you don't have any issues, to prevent issues, look, take the Vaginne. Why? Because it helps make sure there's a balance in there. There's a balance. This is Patrick Greatwealth signing out. If you need, look, this is a first aid for every woman. It's a first aid. It's not for women that have issues only. It's a first aid. Because first of all, it was primarily for prevention. So one of the tubes, once or twice a week, you're good. You're good. Anyway, my number is at the bottom of the video. Please call me or WhatsApp me, please. I can educate you a lot more. And don't forget, it improves sexual intercourse because it helps to restore the elasticity of the vaginal walls. Do you understand? Also helps to moisturize. Think about it. Vaginne, the first aid for every woman. It's awesome. Alright? So let's talk. Let's talk. If you're a woman seeing this, please Let's talk about it. Those infections that keep coming and going, let's talk about it. You want to prevent infertility and miscarriages? Then women that want to get married, please. It's not just about Vaginne now. There's a lot of things that you need to take care of. I can educate you if you want to know more. All right. Thank you so much. God bless you.